Here's a comin', here's a comin', here's a comin' on down the hill, and woe betide if they done fun 'em, it says gonna call. Here's a comin', here's a comin', here's a comin' on down the hill, and woe betide if they done fun 'em, it says gonna call. All in line, doer uppens, fritters there comes in. Tuthco mat, rakes your head, a searching for the need.
What I wanted to try and do with this piece was to write effectively a whistle-stop tour of Sandwell. So we take each of the towns for their own values and what they bring into the central point of why we're all here. And I needed to incorporate the sense of blast. And we've got plenty of things that incorporate that. We've got football with the blast upon the whistle. We've got industries where klaxons were blasting over the landscape. So the word blast, as well as furnaces and things like that, we have an awful lot of things that contain blast. So here we go. Now, have the whistles gone out?
They have.
The whistles have gone out. A very important thing now. I want you to listen to when I use the word blast. And I want you to give me a single blast upon the whistle. And at the end, we can have a cacophonous, abstract, free-form jazz whistle at the end. So, with a blast upon the whistle. With a blast upon the whistle. That's it.
From London dressed in black, here they wear no posh frock, and Mardy Bummer was. A face a bag, a spanner's lap, the back end on a bus. They come to meet our people, but I don't make me laugh. When they come through Tippin, well, that wenture cut we off. Turned their nose up at we and they pulled their veil down. You might as well tell driver just to turn the train around. It made them mind up wicks of foot, and I want to look. They bought a footman Gerald now to pull them curtains cross. Sit posh folks down Oxford in the Vale on Evesham. Now they come to Sultanate, they want to look at them. Well, coming in through Albury and Umbridge, headed take. Me Ballycourt, take Reeston Graham, I think I'm gonna reach. Y'all thought was having a heart attack, all that blooming fuss. And Gerald turned to Queenie, he said, "Oh, wench, button up and swell. Shut the curtains, Gerald, shut the curtains now. Shut the curtains, Gerald, don't let me look outside. Shut the curtains, Gerald, shut the curtains now. Shut the curtains, Gerald, don't let me look outside." Well, that was alright, but the singing was crap, wasn't it?
Them windows by windows bin they, put them windows bin by windows by they.
inside the bigger cabin. It only really got a double bed, and you could perhaps make one single bed. Yeah, that's a family of boat people at Ellesmere Port, because that was a place where people often went to get cargoes. But you can see, small children, bigger children, but they all lived quite happily on the boat. If you go back to the 30s, all Sunday schools, their yearly outing was always on a canal boat, but then it died out when buses and coaches became fashionable and people went much further to the seaside and things like that. But back in the 50s again, when my dad started doing boat trips, lots of schools wanted to do it and things like that, so he would arrange for them to have a railway boat that was all clean and tidy, so that they could go aboard it and go around the local canal, so they could see what it was like from the canal.
So just hold your pose, look at the camera, just stay still please. Think about all those years of slavery. It's going to end soon.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
It's actually a miracle that we're on there though. Like, I can't believe it. I've got to put that. You know what? I know I've already put the street that never was, but I'm putting It's a Miracle. I'm going to be famous now.
You've been famous all your life.
So what was it that you used to say then?
No, this is when we went on holidays and there was dancing and stuff, and the boy turned round and says, "Shall I kick him up the owl?"
Cleverly done, I think.
Okay, this is the artist video.
Oh, I didn't know the artist was here. Sorry.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
This is a creepy bastard sock monkey. Made to the pattern of a voodoo doll. There are a collection of 13 of these bad boys in Birmingham Museum and Art Gallery. So if you get it, you can take it and go, hello, and terrify all the nippers. It's in the mini museum by the Edwardian Tea Room, brilliant for putting people off the dinner, and then you can nick it. It is made from Argyle-style socks that are courtesy of Poundland. This one was actually stitched in Walsall Art Gallery last Christmas as part of their Christmas art fair as a demonstration. It has a glorious red ribbon. It's probably cursed!
Purple.
So
there we go, get a free curse.
I'm gonna make you mine till the end of time. I'm gonna love a baby girl like I really want to now. Baby girl, every time I see you, wanna love you and love you like I wanna do. I'm gonna make you mine till the end of time. I'm gonna love a baby girl like I really wanna do now. Baby girl, every time I see you, wanna love you and love you like I wanna do. I'm gonna make you mine till the end of time. I'm gonna love you, baby girl, like I really wanna do now. Mr. Smooth, you was known the first. Enjoy the music and share it.
Turners Hill, that's the highest point in the West Midlands. If you stand on the top of Turners Hill and you could take off on the fly, the next landmass from the mountain range you come to will be the Russian Urals. Straight across Central Europe, and like I said, the next landmass mountain range you come to will be the Russian Urals. And another interesting, what I'm going about it, but there used to be an anti-aircraft battery on there during the Second World War, just on the other side. And you can see why they put it up there, because it just dominates the whole vista of Birmingham.
They're mad for the chips, yeah.
What about the colours, man? Is that your...
The blue I've just chosen, the black and white is the black and white. But look at the colour, it brings out the colour in the brick, doesn't it? Can you see all the tones? It's beautiful because it's sort of, it's just white light, it's in the brick, but because the brick's red brick and it's finished different, you know, like age changes it.
And I will break them! I'm bloody Ricky now! Well, these women can feed their families because I have given them jobs. I have given them money and work to do. So do not come down here.
Benches, subways, high street doors, alleyways and car park floors. Well, there's nothing that a homeless man won't try to merely keep himself warm and dry. Some people drink, some people use, because they've got nothing left to lose. I've got a son and a daughter, you see, and they mean everything to me. This tired old life, this bittersweet song, when things get bad and life is vile, well, I think of them and it makes me smile. There's a person sleeping in that bag who needs some love, who needs to have, because homeless people didn't choose to wear old clothes and tatty shoes. So there you have it, simple as. Just because you're feeling low, it does not mean you cannot lean on someone who you know will care. A cat, a dog, anyone will do. Someone who understands what you're going through. So sweet the sound of Christmas, so sweet the melody, so sweet, rich the celebration of all we have and all we need. God bless you, darling. God bless you, darling. Thank you very much. Oh, brilliant, that is brilliant for the video. Thanks a lot, Bet. And that's...
What they got now originated from UK pigeons that were sent over, and American pigeons as well.
Right.
But I think they are good stockmen. They're more professional than us. Plus the land is flat.
Really? So it's
the land in Belgium and Holland is flat.
Yeah. So it makes racing easier.
They can gather more speed up flying flat, whereas our pigeon had to go up and down over hills and Christ knows what.
In hobnail boots.
That's Biffo, and he was the last handmade chainmaker in Crayley to earn a living with his profession. Yeah, that was him. Oh, that one. I'll talk to him. And always what?
If you go to Wednesbury, you end up in Edinburgh if you keep going. It's just a straight line map.
So everything's connected. I think that's what we're trying to say.
So what Sam's asking people to do is put a pin in where they came from.
Bit of voodoo.
So that's something else you can do.
I was born in Tipton a long time ago. Hitler was still dropping bombs, tried to get me but he missed. It was alright in Tipton years ago when we had miles of canals, call them cuts if you like, playgrounds for the kids. School was a bit iffy, rough, but everything seems right.
This is where the industry was. I mean, there was two foundries here. There You got the London Steelworks there, you got the Repton Foundry there, you got Fletcher Houston's where I used to work as a child. Well, young bloke, 17, that's 50 years ago. And all the industry's gone. There's nothing here for people. All it is now is retail. You know, in the shops. I mean, on this estate where that's built, that's where the Volno beds was. And have a guess who played football on there, on the football ground? Sean Connery, 1959, and I went to the match. The Shelby's 11. How about that there? That's a bit of news for you. Hey?
This one's called a midget engine, a 97cc engine fitted in what you used to call a foot motorbike, a small motorbike. But by cutting the section out there when I was about 15 years of age, you can see the internal combustions, how it's working. For the children I thought a little bit of entertainment, and I carved a little sailor there, and it looks to the children if he's actually turning it round.
And the customers really pleased. They all say it. We're living in it.
It's fantastic making things. So I got up some plasticine, and from plasticine she actually made that, and it was a set of them. I made a set of them. But the detail is.
Tipton was Tipton, and people were proud of Tipton until it was took over by West Bromwich, and eventually amalgamated into a big borough, Sandwell, which to most Tiptonians doesn't exist. It's still Tipton and always will be Tipton. So there you go.
दस दिन वाले भाभी संगनी मैनू 10 दिन वाले भाभी संगनी कहंदा लाल है गोरी तेरा रंगनी कहंदा लाल है गोरी तेरा रंगनी तेरे ते है जवानी ताइयों लगे मस्तानी तेरी मोहर नी बढ़दी चाल भाभी ये अख लड़ गई बिल्ले मुंडे दे नाल भाभी मेरी अख लड़ गई बिल्ले मुंडे दे नाल गल मैं सनाम भाभी सारी तेनू गल मैं सनाम भाभी सारी कल उसने अख मैनू मारी कल उसने अख मैनू मारी मैं तो गई ओदे कोल गल कीती मोड़ मोड़ मैं तो फस गई भजंगियां दे नाल भाभी ये अख लड़ गई बिल्ले मुंडे दे नाल भाभी मेरी अख लड़ गई बिल्ले मुंडे दे नाल
Thank you, Brendan. History takes us back, yet philosophy takes us both back and forwards. Life is a two-way mirror we look into and out of, both at the same time. Be all things, but be something to yourself. Something out of nothing, yet nothing out of something. Depression. It starts when the soap powder runs out, or your shares go down.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention, and so I saw it through without my heart is exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Thank you. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I've been off much more than I could chew, but through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way.
Fury, Marzen and Yosen, fire and fury, busts at fighting, trails its rage across the sky. We'll meet on the bridge at Brummagem Street, and we will see the fire and the fury